So yeah, 8 minutes till the video comes out. And we're gonna be watching it together, I guess. Hi there. 7 minutes. I don't know what else to say. I'm just waiting for the video to come out. The audio is broken, what the fuck?
No worries, I'll just queue for a new game. Alright, great. Different map this time. It's time to play...
Okay, now.
Oh, the game's over. No problem, I'll just re-queue again. Okay, this is a problem. But we already know what causes this. We already know that every time Valve updates this game, the matchmaking system breaks, and you simply can't play the new content for a good while. We already know that the content contained within these updates varies so wildly in quality that it's either pretty good or literally unplayable. We already know that outside of update season, casual mode, more often than not, provides a frustrating, disruptive experience for new and old players alike. Players are constantly re-queuing for games that last less than 5 to 10 minutes, queuing out of one-sided stomps, queuing out of half-empty or completely empty servers. We get placed into games that are 2 minutes away from ending. We get placed into servers after a game ends. We have broken pre-round timers, glitchy slot reservations, and auto-balance, keeping team sizes uneven. The crummy party system that makes it a chore to play with friends.
I don't hear myself talking
from the game coordinator for no apparent
reason. You hear yourself?
We have dead maps, dead games.
I hear the video, but I don't hear us.
If you think I'm being hyperbolic, I'm not. This is not broken or dysfunctional in any kind of exaggerative sense. When most updates arrive, TF2 literally breaks. It is often impossible to play the new content, either because the servers break or the content itself breaks. I honestly can't remember the last time we had a seasonal update where this did not happen. Versus Saxton Hale was unplayable for 3 weeks after launch. Zombie Infection was a buggy mess with missing assets on launch. Some of the new maps for every update always have something wrong with them, ranging from screwed up textures to game-breaking bugs to dropping 100 frames by simply looking in a different direction. Thanks to the matchmaking system, anytime Valve touches the game, the servers break. You often can't even queue for a server when the updates drop, and this lasts for days or even weeks at a time. Hell, last year's Scream Fortress was unplayable for about a month because of the abysmal queue times. And it took Valve just as long to slap a band-aid on the problem, which clearly didn't solve anything because here we are, 1 year later, experiencing these same queue times again. Just for a moment, imagine if this happened in GTA 5. Imagine if a GTA 5 update launched and for 2 weeks you just couldn't complete new missions, or they didn't work. What else would you call this other than the game breaking? War Thunder is another example of an old game that still receives updates. Gaijin often pushes broken updates, but the players complain, and they eventually fix these issues down the line. What Gaijin doesn't do is leave issues in the game to break again with each and every update. Is it not normal to expect at least some degree of effort? Especially for what could be considered the bare minimum level of maintenance to keep a game going? In my opinion, TF2 is not in a good spot right now, and hasn't been for a long time. It doesn't deserve the lack of care it's being subject to, despite it still earning Valve tens of millions of dollars a year. There's not much out there getting players excited about the game anymore, at least not for long, because any excitement we have for new content quickly turns to disappointment. The new content we receive is effectively guaranteed to have something wrong with it. If I was a new player, and this was my first major update experience, yeah, that wouldn't get me excited about the game's future. That wouldn't make me eager to come back to the game. In fact, it would harbor the opposite reaction. If you look at the last few years of player data, long-term trends show that players are slowly bleeding out. Players aren't staying. New updates breaking, which compound with the matchmaking system's dysfunctionality, will keep getting worse, especially as more players leave, as more maps are added, and the remaining player base gets stretched even thinner. More game-breaking bugs will keep rising.
We're being a sniper wolf, or we're being a fucking XQC right now.
Wait, say something.
I'm saying something right now.
Yeah, it shows that you're in the video, like the audio is, you know,
Does?
Yeah, it does.
I don't hear myself.
You're literally saying something, like, why would it not...
The fuck?
You're literally saying something, like, why... Shit, I'm quiet.
Oh, okay, I can hear now. The fuck?
You're literally saying saying something. Like, why? Okay. I'm quiet.
Oh, okay. I can hear now.
The fuck?
Your mic, I think, is really low though, or you should just turn me down.
I turned it down. I turned it down. Okay, never mind. Let's get back to the video.
Hale's launch. How many repeats of new content getting hyped up that just completely doesn't work?
Yeah, probably.
How much? Alright, another Scream Fortress has arrived. We got new hats, new maps, new taunts, more unusual effects. Par for the course, but hey, everyone's excited about this. We got a great new batch of content to play with. Morbius, everyone's favorite meme from 2022, is now immortalized in the game. Optimus Prime has rolled out of Spawn. Dr. Eggman is ready to face down those pesky blue hedgehogs. God, I can't wait to dive in and try out this new content.
I'll watch the stream on another monitor with the audio muted. Gives you free watch time.
Oh, okay, well, that's fine. I'll just try again.
Plus, I want to respond to chat, because I want to communicate.
Alright, awesome. We got a match. Perfect. Oh, hey, Afterlife, the new V-Script arena map everyone is really excited about. Oh, is it broken? Alright, no worries. I'll just queue for a new game. Alright, great. Different map this time. It's time to play... Oh, the game's over. No problem, I'll just re-queue again. Okay, this is a problem. But we already know what causes this. We already know that every time Valve updates this game, the matchmaking system breaks, and you simply can't play the new content for a good while. We already know that the content contained within these updates varies so wildly in quality that it's either pretty good or literally unplayable. We already know that outside of update season, casual mode, more often than not, provides a frustrating, disruptive experience for new and old players alike. Players are constantly re-queuing for games that last less than 5 to 10 minutes, queuing out of one-sided stomps, queuing out of half-empty or completely
one guy on red
servers.
team, and his name was like...
into games that are 2 minutes away from ending. We get placed into servers after a game ends. We have broken pre-round timers, glitchy slot reservations, and auto-balance, keeping team sizes
There was one really
uneven.
funny, I can't find it now because the
system
video's
that
going
makes
too
it a
fast.
chore to play with friends. We disconnect from the game coordinator for no apparent reason. We have dead maps, dead game modes, the list goes on. If you think I'm being hyperbolic, I'm not. This is not broken or dysfunctional in any kind of exaggerative sense. When most updates arrive, TF2 literally breaks. It is often impossible to play the new content, either because the servers break or the content itself breaks. I honestly can't remember the last time we had a seasonal update where this did not happen. Versus Saxton Hale was unplayable for 3 weeks after launch. Zombie Infection was a buggy mess with missing assets on launch. Some of the new maps for every update always have something wrong with them, ranging from screwed up textures to game-breaking bugs to dropping 100 frames by simply looking in a different direction. Thanks to the matchmaking system, anytime Valve touches the game, the servers break. You often can't even queue for a server when the updates drop, and this lasts for days or even weeks at a time. Hell, last year's Scream Fortress was unplayable for about a month because of the abysmal queue times. And it took Valve just as long to slap a band-aid on the problem,
we can still make this like an actual
didn't
stream.
solve anything because here we are, 1 year later, experieing these same queue times
we
again.
don't need people
just
here
for
to
a moment,
so.
Imagine if this happened in GTA 5.
I love how in the chat of the stream with the thing, there's someone that's saying hashtag keep casual.
Complete new missions, or they didn't work. What else would you call this other than the game breaking? War Thunder is another example of an old game that still receives updates. Gaijin often pushes broken updates, but the players complain, and they eventually fix these issues down the line. What Gaijin doesn't do is leave issues in the game to break again with each and every update. Is it not normal
of course,
to expect
of all games, did you really have to say War Thunder?
What could be
really?
The bare minimum level of maintenance to keep a game going? In my opinion,
yeah, who the fuck plays War Thunder? What?
Right now, and hasn't been for a long time. It doesn't deserve the lack of care it's being subject to, despite it still earning Valve tens of millions of dollars a year. There's not much out there getting players excited about the game anymore, at least not for long, because any excitement we have for new content quickly turns to disappointment.
I love how he just used sound bits for almost every thumbnail he just plastered on the video.
Guaranteed to have something wrong with it. If I was a new player and this was my first major update experience, yeah, that wouldn't get...
I think he did? I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure on Yeah, why would it?
Yeah, I can check on my phone.
Get me excited about the game's future. That wouldn't make me eager to come back to the game. In fact, it would harbor the opposite reaction.
Well, there's one bump there at the end, so therefore the evidence isn't valid.
That players are slowly bleeding out. Players aren't staying. New updates breaking, which compound with the matchmaking system's dysfunctionality, will keep getting worse, especially as more players leave, as more maps are added, and the remaining player base gets stretched even thinner. More game-breaking bugs will keep rising to the surface every single time Valve touches that rushed, disappointing matchmaking system. I explained why in great detail in my last major video. It doesn't matter if you agree or disagree with me on what needs to be done about TF2's situation. The issue right now is that no one is really making any concerted efforts to do anything about this, let alone address it. Only the players in game chat and some of the Reddit community are having anything resembling a public discourse about this. There's a bit of dread washing over the community right now. None of the really popular YouTubers are uploading. Even Reddit's response to the last couple of updates was quite morose. So, is this it? Is this ever going to change? How long does this need to go on for, and how much worse does this need to get? How many more flashbacks to V-Script Saxon Hale's launch? How many repeats of new content getting hyped up that just completely doesn't work? How much more until something gives and we all say something about this? Will TF2 keep receiving broken updates in 2026?
Yeah, you saw the water missing textures.
2030? What needs to happen before we have a serious conversation? This is not okay.
It's an absolute hellhole.
This should not be happening, especially when a company like Valve is at the helm. I think it's safe to assume that we all love this game and want what's best for it. If we seriously care about TF2's longevity, something that Valve clearly
the amount of error signs
is
crazy.
They would have shut down the servers years ago, it's time for the player base to figure out what the consensus is on all of these problems and what we can do about it.
I don't think anyone at Valve even plays TF2.
Love and Lore TF2 is hands down my favorite game of all time. No contest. But modern TF2 doesn't even crack top 20.
They don't lobby up with the other developers to try and rank up in matchmaking, and they certainly don't play man versus machine in their free time.
Maybe it's the community, maybe it's the state of the dev team, maybe it's me just being jaded.
TF2 is really starting to prioritize quantity over quality.
And as a result, they don't focus on if the experience of the game is actually fun, balanced, fair.
I remember a time when every new map and game mode was something to be celebrated.
So how would we expect them to be down with handling the intricacies
Where are these clips from, by curiosity?
As a video game without communicating with us?
The issue that both I and I think a lot of other people that I know have with casual, though, is that it doesn't really feel fun a lot of the time.
See, now that casual is actually back, we get to
no
deal with casual problems again.
The balance is pretty whack. It feels like some people are trying way harder than others.
Hey, guess what? Team stacks aren't just an Uncle Topia thing. I feel like we all kind of forgot that.
The game modes either stall out or finish extremely quickly.
Casual problems again is kind of funny.
Forever.
Ooh, Frontier. Cool.
Shout it from the mountaintops, baby.
Undermount.
If it's changing. It's like...
Wait, it actually is.
Also, the game just ended! What the fuck is this shit? I have to vote for a map?
Yeah, a lot of the time when you casual queue, you'll get into a game at the end of the game because that's when everyone leaves to find a good game.
The problem is that the fucking casual matchmaking server, it sucks. The matchmaking algorithm is fucking cooked.
And there are plenty of issues just with that kind of balancing that I think would need to be fixed for TF2's what is essentially the main mode of the game to be able to be in a playable state.
No, I'm actually completely on board there. I think it was the removal of quick play was a huge fuck up.
God damn, I miss quick play.
What I'm suggesting is after 5 years or 6 years or however long of it being gone, we bring back quick play.
We all agree that there are problems.
Wait, pause the video? Pause the video? We gotta have a discussion. We can't just play the video in full. Okay, how many YouTubers, how many content creators have actually made videos on casual mode? That how many?
They will say they agree that it's bad, but they won't make a video on it because why?
Okay, well, here's an even harder question: how many people have? How many of these guys have said they don't? How many of these guys have said that casual mode sucks majorly in any capacity?
Yeah, I don't think I mean, I don't know. Sanso said that he misses quick play, but he won't Yeah, that's it.
Yes, yeah. Soundsmith says he misses quick play, yet he doesn't really say anything about it in general. Great Blue made a video that's mentioned quick play, but he didn't really like harp too negatively on casual mode. He just says, "Oh, quick play was better. Here's why." Which yeah, I agree with that, but you can't really just say why. You can't just say why it's better than the system we have now. It kind of seems like the system is like he kind of like portrayed as like the system's kind of fine in a way. Which I mean, no, it isn't. But at least it's better than the general shtick.
Yeah, true. I mean, what can you do? These are like YouTubers, so they most, some of them like work full time on YouTube, or just that's their only income. So
yeah, I feel like they don't really want to get into like negative discourse with.
They don't want to be a negative Nancy. They don't want.
Yeah, they don't want to be a negative Nancy. They just want to.
They want to say negative like about anything. It's just
yeah, they just want to be entirely positive. They want to like.
They just want to consume the new content and be.
Yeah, they just want to.
God. Holy shit! A new
Hold
cosmetic.
on, I'm telling
beanie.
Yeah, new demo man beating with a bomb that totally fits the game. Or there's a trans rights reference on a wall that doesn't belong to the game.
Oh my god, they added fucking pyro with bird head.
Yeah, they added pyro with a fucking dragon head. It's like
this is just
like the issue I'm seeing is that it's more of creators not really talking about TF2 in any negative capacity. It seems like in a way it seems like they just want in a way it seems like they just want to they just want to get an invite to Valve's offices and stuff, for example. Like this is how I see it. It's like very out of touch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think we can unpause the video. I just wanted to mention
talking
how
about this more. I think most of us agree that Valve should treat TF2 better. And listen, we know TF2 is 18 years old.
Talking about
we know expecting Valve to give it the same level of attention as they did in 2010 is foolish. We also know that TF2 will never be the same as it was in its glory days. Nobody is really asking for this. We just want to not be disappointed by the game breaking every single time Valve drops an update. Updates that they don't even make, their players make it for them. If Valve is really wanting to sunset this game, made very apparent by their release of the SDK and the indefinite status quo that we've been in for 8 years, at the very least, they can leave TF2 in a state that's consistently enjoyable to play, and make sure that whatever new content they add doesn't make the game literally impossible to play. TF2 deserves more than a handful of Reddit posts or niche figures addressing these kinds of problems. The kinds of problems that affect minute-to-minute gameplay, that affect the persistently shambling update model that Valve will seemingly be maintaining indefinitely into the future. This should be really important for those who care about how TF2 is going to be remembered, or anyone that still wants to play TF2 as the years creep on. Do we really need another year's worth of broken updates? Do we really need to hemorrhage more players? Do we really need to wait for the potential catastrophe that a slapdash MVM update might look like?
No, we don't. We really don't. We don't need more. We're okay.
Valve,
we don't need more.
You can even like you can send them a petition once they will care. You can send it like another time they won't care. But I guess that unmuting free to play was just a fucking checkbox, so this was easier to do.
Yeah. Okay. We should. All right. Pause the video here.
It is paused.
Oh yeah. Sorry. I think the reason why people supported unmute free to plays more is because, for lack of better way of phrasing it, I think it was just because people. It was easier to understand the point. Bring back quick play, sure, it's straight to the point, but not only does it have a lot of negative connotations with it, because it's behind the big scary creator that's apparently transphobic or whatever, but it's also because it's also in a way the reason why is because it's just easier to get unmute free-to-plays. Like, oh, we want to unmute free-to-plays. With bring back quick play, sure, it's like, oh, we want to bring back quick play, but everyone has like different stances on like how you should bring back quick play. Like, do we do a hybrid system? Do we do it full stop? Or I mean, some of the clinically insane people want casual mode to stay somehow, but that's a different point. But the point is that I think people supported unmute free to plays more because it was just more simpler and everyone could agree on it.
I mean, yeah. We'll see if Valve even like responds.
Yeah, we'll see if, like I said, we'll see if Valve responds to whatever we do.
The MVM update is make or break. If they don't do anything with the matchmaking, then we're just...
Yeah, there's no way they cannot do anything. If they don't do anything,
they just don't give a shit. Okay, they just don't give a shit.
We can't even play the new content. No more MVM apps. I'm happy that we're getting an MVM update because if they're gonna update the Castle, I do agree. We don't really need more maps or even MVM maps, but at the I guess I'll give them the credit that, if we're going to get updates, at least give it to places in the game that actually need content, because we haven't got MVM stuff in since the Neolithic period. But I think people but I think in general we don't really need new content for decades even. We have too many. No other game has 189 or whatever maps, or 100 and over a little under 200 maps in its rotation. No other game has that, for good reason.
Well, it's mostly because they haven't run for that long. So
yeah, but even then, a game like Counter-Strike has been running since the prehistoric period, and that game doesn't even have. Even with CS:GO, that game had 30 maps at most, I think, or it was something along the lines of that, and they were all split into different game modes. I think with that
a good developer, if they didn't want to actually work on the game anymore, they would pay someone else to do it if they had the money. But Valve, cannot even
they do have the money. They have the money. They just don't want to do it.
They just don't want to do it because they don't care about TF2. They don't care that much.
I don't think
they cannot even hire a dev team.
I don't even think they care about Counter. At this point, I'm slowly thinking they don't really care about Counter-Strike, because I kind of noticed that updates have slowed down a lot, and I think it's a pattern that's happened with other games. They still haven't added Cobblestone. They've been working on Cobblestone since the Neolithic period. You will not play TF2. Yeah, Monas. Yeah. We will be happy that we cannot play the game we love. Oh yeah, we will.
Yeah.
Okay.
What can you do,
I think we can. Yeah.
Let's zoom.
What can we do except scream and
really
cry?
Honestly say that we expect Valve to prepare their matchmaker for MVM? Are they really going to accommodate an influx of players?
Don't forget about the missing wingman maps. Yeah, we don't have Lake yet.
I don't think they will, and I don't know how you could either. But we have the power and influence to get things changed. We've done this before. Whenever we talk about bad hats and skins,
dude, I literally used that skeleton image for a reference for my fucking
short doesn't laugh. Yeah. We have pictures of
image. I know that exact fucking skeleton. I know the exact skull. I know the exact fucking skull image because I used it before. For reference.
My god.
We sometimes get better hats.
Stock image shit.
Okay, what
short
can you say about
this? Yeah, we don't have Short Dust and Lake yet in Counter-Strike. It sucks.
Dude.
We have pictures of them being finished in Counter-Strike 2. They just haven't released. I guess Valve wants to redo the map entirely instead of porting it. Whatever.
What can I say about these cosmetics? I mean, the ones.
Yeah, these cosmetics. Oh my god.
I
mean, the ones on the right are definitely better than the ones on the left.
I still want that.
Not by much.
Want that pyro mask and that pyro helmet, because that set is really good. I don't think I have it.
I actually do like.
Yeah, I haven't played TF2 for months, so. What can you do?
I played a compile maps and hammer basically right now, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, it's the fucking iconic engineer train on head. There's a little engineer inside.
Yeah, buy it, please.
Who the fuck would wear a train on their head?
People who don't know any better.
Do people?
I was gonna make a really bad joke there, but that's a little too.
These aren't even hats anymore.
Yeah, these are like. Well, I mean, they're
pumpkin on head.
They're technically hats on paper. You wear them on your head, therefore it's a hat.
You don't wear fucking objects on your head because they're
not compatible. You don't, but on paper, like the most literal sense, they are technically hats because you wear them on your head.
Also, why would they wear fucking headphones in the fucking 1930s or whatever? No, it's like 1970, right? I forgot. Dude, you there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Where does TF2 take place? 1970, right?
Late 60s, I think?
Yeah. Why would there be a fucking Bownicord headset?
Yeah, why would there be a headset? I don't think those even exist at this time.
Why would... Even so, Pyro couldn't hear shit because he has a mask on. But I think that's all class, right? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, I think we can unpause the stream. Or unpause.
Yeah, there are earbuds, but it's a fucking promotional item from Apple, so...
I mean, yeah, I don't like it, but at the very least, it's like... It's a one-off promotional item. It's something like that I can give a pass to. But it's not like something that should it be in the game? Nah, not really.
Like if it's promotional, you can understand. But like if it's not promotional, it shouldn't be the game. Like the fucking medic.
Yeah.
Snow.
Yeah,
helmet.
like the Wheatley Zapper or the Upper Hand from Counter-Strike Global Offensive. It doesn't really belong, but it's just a promotional item and it's from like a Valve IP. I can't really.
There are exceptions, of course. Like
yeah. Or like the earbuds for the Mac OS port, or the like the earbuds on the Mac OS port.
I think something like stuff like that for the game, and they're not like
at least they're like stylized. They're not like just like this. At least they're coloring on their models and textures match TF2's art style.
Again, what can you do? Okay, let's go.
Skins. When we asked Valve to unmute free-to-plays, they mostly unmuted free-to-plays.
Okay, but he won't mention he won't mention the quick play thing.
Yeah, he won't mention
the care about that.
When we complain,
he doesn't care about he doesn't care about our thing, maps, but he'll mention the other things. I guess that's not really the point.
And it seems like Valve listened and actually did something. Complaining works. Yeah. Raising alarm works. It is long overdue.
We did complain, bro. Did you forget?
Yeah, we did complain. Valve treats this game. We did complain. We did complain about the shit that happened.
Worse. Exactly what needs to be done about these problems. We can argue that until Kingdom Come, but can we at least start? Some of us have, thank God. Wheezy, for example, is raising alarm about the MVM update. He's pointing out that Valve can't just pick whatever maps have pretty...
Okay, maybe there's a chance that he will mention it in some capacity.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to, though. I think the reasoning why... He left the movie. This is what I heard. I could be wrong. I could be very wrong. But I heard the reason why he left, along with like other people, like I think Megan Scatterbomb, Big Boy Games or whatever. I think the reason why they left this movement is because apparently I remember that Katami made a tweet. I don't remember what the tweet said, but from what I've heard, that kind of
Are you telling me that he left because of the one tweet that like nobody agreed on?
Yeah, it was like I think it was about like censorship of quick play or is like free speech. I don't know. That's what I heard. Stupid, I'm not the entire. Yeah, we agree it was stupid, but I think I wouldn't like leave because of it.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know. He won't tell us. I mean, he don't.
Yeah, we don't know. He won't say anything.
He did tell us, but it was very vague, of course, because he.
He basically just said. To us, he basically just said, "This is fucking stupid. I'm out of here." That's like the Cliff Notes version of it.
But then he joined back because he was fucking invited by someone, and I don't know why he joined back, but whatever.
Yeah, I still, I don't understand, but it's okay, I guess.
Could like if he could like talk to us that, hey, I'm back. Actually, I changed my mind or something. Probably he didn't change his mind. He's just lurking. Whatever.
Thumbnails and tossed them
I
into the game.
I don't have a problem with the guy, but I was just really fucking confused.
Always playtest new content before releasing it, instead of offloading that responsibility onto the players and then retroactively fixing any problems that arise.
At least Mega Scatterbomb had a good excuse, I guess. At least he did something.
True.
That alone would
at least he did something. It's crazy.
Cycle. Look. It's pretty obvious that it's distaste for the state of the game.
Like it required like the most effort.
Yeah, true.
Everything that like happened.
I do very thank him for the survey.
And Military Snake probably... for like sending the letter, I guess.
He also helped write portions of the letter.
Yeah. Okay, let's see how it goes.
Passively permeates throughout most of its players. More so now than during any previous point in TF2's history, aside from the launch of Meet Your Match, of course. It's not a niche or uncommon opinion that the matchmaking system
Wait. I wanna see that engineer face again.
Your match, of course. It's not a niche
Where?
Wait. Shit. The video.
Wait, is it? Oh my god. I don't know the exact reference. I don't know like I think I know the reference, but like I don't remember the exact
Oh, I think it's that like balls.
Oh,
there's like FNAF memes with animatronics.
Hi Daniel. You could join the watch together if you have a Discord account for it. I could just give you the role as mod, and you could just join through there if you really feel like it. It's fine if you don't want to, though.
Oh, he doesn't.
Balls?
Yeah, that fucking meme with TF2, like with FNAF animatronics reacting.
Okay, I don't know why, but I thought of like there's the Pimations with the Meet the Amazing Team series. They have this other series called Suction Cup Man.
Oh yeah, I know about
and the professor and I thought of the episode 4 where. About the Penis Man skit and with the Mr. Business having the fucking big like eyes like the engineer Cosmic. That's immediately what I thought of.
Yeah, that's probably like not the thing because like,
it's not. Yeah, it's probably not intentional, but that's what I thought of.
Okay, let's read what happens like here. Okay, this is just a normal post, like typical post. This is the normal reaction.
Yeah, the TF2 matchmaking. Okay, yeah, that's pretty reasonable. Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna pin.
Oh, this is the one.
Since the matchmaking is
world.
I've been what the fuck. Mike, oh yes, I go to Team Fortress 2 to play Minecraft.
Yeah, go to Great Blue.
I'm not making fun of the guy, but I just find it funny.
Yeah, go to Great Blue 2 Fort server, the like most amazing fucking map ever. That's how you play the game.
And that the match.
Yeah, of all places you go to, instead of a normal 2 Fort 24/7 server, you go to a Blue 2 Fort one.
Blue Fort.
Okay, yeah. Those two posts were pretty.
What's going on with matchmaking? It sucks. It has been
it's been bad
since 2016.
I've been waiting for a good 20 minutes. Haven't joined yet.
now there's problems. There weren't any problems before.
Well, there were problems last Screen Fortress, but they weren't as bad as this.
Yeah, that was like fucking Saxon Hail, where you couldn't even play the game.
Yeah, that too.
Matchmaking.
That was 2 days ago, according to the time he took the screenshot. 2 days ago.
Everyone is on the red side.
5 months.
Everyone is the red gangster.
Yeah, at least I think everyone in the server here I don't even care which side, because I think the people who like say, we should bring back quick play.
It's literally the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah, because like most people like aren't like, I don't really care how it's done as long as I get what I want from quick play, which is just to fix the game balance and add ad hoc connections, remove glyco, slot reservation, valve services. As long as I get that stuff, I'm okay. I just want that. Like, sure, it will be like, I'm not saying I don't want like community server integration stuff, but I think the most important thing is to fix the game balance.
Hey, dude, I'm gonna admit.
Can we get a comparison between TF2? Can we get a comparison between TF2 and CS2 casual queue times? Lol. Maybe I'll make it. Maybe I'll do that eventually.
Doesn't like.
What's the purpose of that image?
Doesn't Military Snake have access to the voice chat?
He does, but I don't think he can join right now.
Okay, he'll join later.
I'm not sure. Oh wait, he's just muted. Oh, okay.
Oh,
That's fair.
mind.
I have to stay muted. Okay, yeah, that's fair. Okay.
Wait, I didn't even like hear the sound.
I didn't even hear the fucking join sound. What the fuck?
He just came in and. Goddamn.
He just came in and like, oh, I'm here now.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's go.
Sucks. It is deeply flawed and hurts this game. At some point in the last decade.
Oh yeah,
all right, I'm paused.
That sandwich hat. I lost that sandwich hat. I got scammed.
Oh wait, the sandwich sack the Heavy was wearing.
Yeah. I was so fucking like happy about having that, and now I realize it's fucking dog shit. It's the most dog shit.
See, I have it. I got it because I opened like a random, because like I had a bunch of like random one-off cases at one point, and I opened it and I got that. I was really, I know it's a bad cosmetic, but it is really funny. So because it's so bad, it's funny.
But it's still like.
So I wear it for that reason.
If it's a hat, then for a hat it's really shitty.
It is deeply flawed and hurts this game. At some point in the last decade, every notable person you can think of has said something about the dismal state of the.
Wait. Was that penis?
Was that penis?
Was that the pimple-faced weed?
Zenith in the video. They put Zenith in the video.
Where is the fucking pimple-faced weed? I need to see that
pimple-faced weed. Stockholm syndrome.
Decade, every
my earphones
person
that is
very, think of
Benito, that is very sad. Or Eminem, I'm not calling you by your.
What the fuck? He just recently like insulted people who don't like casual. Bro, like.
Oh my god! No way.
Take your side.
It's the fence sitting is silly as hell.
God damn.
You sneaked in spooky style, yeah.
They just switch sides, like.
Oh, okay, wait. I have a glimmer of hope. Play the video.
It's hardly
I have a glimmer of hope. What happens
daring to say at this point, and yet,
y'all ain't gonna be ready for this.
Virtually nothing has been done about this. Other issues defiling the game in recent years have brought about multiple meetings of the minds, where people who can and want to make a difference have.
Go on.
Valve do
go on.
Now I admit. I have been critical of these things. If you know anything about me, you know I don't exactly see eye to eye with a solid chunk of the TF-tuber crowd. That didn't exactly change when so many of them wound up in the driver's seat of these digital campaigns. So I'm not presenting myself as a saint. I'm not gonna pretend that I've likely not made certain community efforts a little bit harder through my scrutiny. I can only hope that people believe me when I say it was never the act itself
just my main
of lobbying
crazy.
to improve the game that I ever want to discourage. That act is absolutely necessary. But what I will present to you is myself. Someone that has spent thousands of hours.
Oh my god! No, fuck! I have to change my script of my video. Fuck! He's now in a relationship.
I've built a
Shit!
sizable YouTube channel off of this game.
Who is?
I've made lifelong
Zesty,
friends
right?
in the game.
Zesty! He confirmed it! Fuck!
As a result of my interactions with the player base. And I do know
now I have to fix my copper bottom video. I'm gonna cry.
Plenty of other people who give a damn about TF2 with a similar intensity. People who want something to be done. This is my video attempting to reach those people. Just for one occasion, for one moment in time, I would like for all of us to put aside any contentions you have about me, have about what I've said, and just hear me out. from one person who cares deeply about this game, about its longevity and its legacy to another. I am damn well sure that if nothing happens to fix these problems with matchmaking, or if the level of care we receive does not improve, TF2, this game that is so deeply important to millions of people, is going to have the last leg of its life defined not by a beautiful sunset like it deserves, but by a whimper. A whimper that is a ham-fisted series of automated updates, smashing in more and more gigabytes of borderline unplayable or broken content, until it eventually becomes impossible for players to connect to an official server. I don't know if I'm coming off as dramatic, but even if this game was not running on the Source engine from 2004, Valve's current update model going forward would still be unsustainable. I genuinely fear that TF2 will be the first online game to literally grow so big with content that its vascular system
they've
can't
updated the
pump
Source
enough
engine
blood.
since then. Teehee.
Yeah, and TF2 was updated to 64 bits. You know. Right, because did we get the newest version of Source, or like with the SDK? Like SDK, like is because TF2 is running on like the newest version of Source, or
TF2 runs on Source 2013, which is like it's not the most advanced, but it is the most technically now the Valve Developer Wiki calls it Source 2025 or Source 2020 or Source 2013 multiplayer.
Because if it's like
Zesty is no longer single anymore. I congratulate him on that. That's awesome.
Like if it's 2013, then how is it like? How is the 2016 SDK like? We got 2016, right? SDK.
The SDK released in this year. The TF2 it gets updates occasionally. Like I think Jungle Inferno added swaying trees to TF2 from like Counter-Strike Global Offensive and Left 4 Dead 2. Like TF2 is like a mix of like the orange box version that the game released with, and a mix of like the other things that like TF2 has added, or like that other Source games have added. Like they add swaying trees, 64-bit from CS:GO. They've added now it's called the TF2 Source branch, not Source 2013 anymore, because TF2 has gotten enough changes that it's not. Yeah, you're right, Manus.
So yeah, it's a different engine now. Let's say.
Yeah, it's the same engine, but it's a fork of the base, which was Half-Life 2, of the single player one. So yeah, technically it's an.
What? Dude.
Yeah, I lost my train of thought.
Okay, well, I get it.
But,
like, it's not like it doesn't.
It's not the most ancient version. It's old, but it's not like super old to the point where it's like unusable to like do anything. It's definitely dated though, like compared to modern standards. It's still that like I think the Source engine as a whole just came outdated by like Portal 2 was like the last game where like, oh, okay, yeah, you could tell this like CS:GO and Portal 2, you could probably tell like, oh, this engine's really starting to show its age. It can't do realistic faces.
I mean, I think. Okay. Oh yeah, I see who you're responding to right now. Yeah, because like this is like. Of course, there's
Oh wait, Manus, are you talking about the Valve Developer Wiki, or are you talking about like is there like a TF2 wiki thing about it, or are you on the Valve Developer Wiki? Just by curiosity. Okay, I think we can continue the video.
Okay.
Oh, you mentioned the Mega Scatter Bomb. I'm a little bit ahead than you are because I'm like because like I tried to play the video on my end. Oh, okay. Thank you for the clarification. Okay, thank you, Manus. Yeah, I'm a little ahead on you on the video because like I have to pause it and unpause it from my end and this end at the same time. It's fucking heinous.
Okay, you watch it on the stream though.
You see, I don't really want to hear myself talk because that just makes me feel like
an
egotistical asshole.
Okay, never mind.
It's okay. It's okay.
I understand.
It's okay.
Keep it alive. This is already happening in low population regions.
But
like
I am watching it on
and it's
your
only
end
going to
as
get
well,
worse. We may all watch
Okay.
TF2 drop dead in front of us in the next 4 to 5 years, despite Valve still offering the game as live and pumping in more content. And the worst part is that it's not that hard to improve these things and stop that from happening. It doesn't take that much work. Other YouTubers like Lister have illustrated that there is a small series of steps that Valve could take that would immediately help stop a good amount of the bleeding. This won't happen unless something
awesome. You mentioned good videos.
Awesome. I can say to get things
okay.
Going. If you're a viewer of mine that's been holding out hope that the last 2 years I've spent bitching at Valve would rub off on some people and maybe lead to something shifting in the game, I just gotta say, I'm honestly at my wit's end on how to push these issues on my own anymore. I really feel like I've done just about everything that I can. Streaming every update, reporting on the bugs and the matchmaking.
Okay, so we didn't do anything, by the way. We're not there.
Yeah. What do you mean by we didn't do anything?
It's like,
but
he kind of like says this stuff. I like when we like did the petition or like the open letter for them to place. He actually like said that it happened at least. Yeah. But here he just like says he's doing everything on his own, and there was nothing happening in between.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I know like you don't have to mention us, but at the same time, I don't think you should have done it like that.
Don't act like nothing happened, because this is just like.
Yeah, don't act like there's like I'm not saying like you have to mention us, but like don't act like there's been nothing.
Because this is like I'm the only person who cares about this game.
Also, I love how his username is Applebee's 2 for $5.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of
of all places, it's fucking.
He has to change his username so people don't target him.
Oh yeah, I know, but of all fucking things he could have chosen, he chose Applebee's 2 for $5.
Although, like, if people like know his account like link, then they would just find it anyway.
Making system issues that didn't help.
I can't even play the extra layer of security, but.
This game makes some hundreds.
Yeah, I think he should have. I don't like how he like portrayed his
documentary about
he kind of portrayed it to me as like, oh, I'm the only guy who cares about this game.
Fucking pyrocynical. That didn't help.
Huge pyrocynical. Inflation.
Streaming every month, if not multiple times a month, to highlight good and high-quality content for Valve to select. That did make a little bit of a dent, but that wasn't a complete solution. We also have smaller respected channels doing their own analyses and coming to the same conclusions as I have, and that hasn't seemed to help either. We are exactly where we were 9 years ago. So forgive me if I sound a bit bitter. But from where I sit, it really seems like it's up to other voices in the TF2 community. Those who have their own social capital completely divorced from whatever baggage I have to pick up this torch and try to wake up the rest of the room. And if the community doesn't activate, if those YouTubers that in this current fucked up arrangement have become basically the representatives of this entire fucking game instead of the players themselves, if those YouTubers stay quiet, in the next few years, I fear there won't be much left to fight for. So long as Valve offers TF2
I have no idea who this is. No way, I don't even know either, but what the fuck?
Its age does not matter. Its lack of revenue does not matter. This is Valve. The Valve. The company that was once heralded as pioneers of the gaming and tech industry. Their ironclad reputation was well-deserved. But how they treat Team Fortress 2, one of their flagship games, one of the greatest and most beloved games ever made, is nothing short of pathetic. It is long overdue for all of us to have this conversation.
I can tell the difference between things from my youth that suck now, things from my youth that are still great, and then things from my youth that I didn't understand.
Missing texture on the briefcase.
So this whole, come on guys, things never actually get worse. It's just your nostalgia goggles, this type of thinking.
Yeah, if you go back, there's like the icon for like the objective had a missing texture on it.
It's just like, what the fuck, bro? The game is broken every like 3 months, and like no one cares.
I think this is like the end of the
That's actually insane. Like no other game is like that. No other game that makes this much money is like that. game that makes like a quarter
I want to
as
see
much
more.
money. It's this game.
I want to
like
see
that.
like what it is.
Bruh. If this is like the video he was working on for so long, then kinda...
What is this like? Okay, what I want to know is like, is this the video he was working on, or is this like a different video? Because I kind of feel like this isn't the video. No one with a voice seems to care. I mean, okay. I guess that's what he means by like no one cares. I guess this is like... I don't think this is the video he wanted to make, because I feel like this video is like something that he like wanted to cobble together because of Scream Fortress like being an absolute catastrophe. Because like we could obviously tell that like Team Fortress 2 is like... Yeah, exactly. I agree with you. You can obviously tell it doesn't seem right at all. It really doesn't. Like, this video seems too short to even remotely, like, seem like... Yeah, exactly. It does seem like another in-the-middle video. It's like... There's no way this would have taken, like, the months... Yeah, exactly. It does seem like another in-the-middle video. It's like... It just feels, like, very... It just feels very short. Feels very short.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't.
This update, I think, I kind of agree with you, Manos. I feel like this video is just more related to Scream Fortress 25 and how and why it's so terrible, or like the most of the reason why it's so terrible, than his actual like apparently big quick play video. At least that's what I hear that he's working on.
Yeah,
the actual video. I mean, I wouldn't hold him to it, because at the same time, I know he doesn't really have deadlines. I think we've kind of learned that. At least that's what I've learned from the very minimal interaction I've had with him.
Okay, he said the actual video will be in November or something. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, then like, what was the point of this video? Like,
I gotta bail. Might be back. Might not. See ya. All right. Goodbye. Sorry. I was responding to the snake. He said that in the chat. Didn't want to confuse you.
Yeah. So like,
but this just seemed. Like, I'm not saying
I think this isn't the video he was.
Yeah, there's no way this could be the video. I don't know. It might just... I'm not saying that's a bad or good thing, but like...
No, it's not the video, because he was like using data of like casual, you know, he was...
Yeah, there was no data.
There was no like data of how many maps people play and stuff like that. This isn't the actual video he was working on.
Yeah, I don't think... Yeah, I agree. I don't think this is the video, but yeah, all we could do now is let him cook.
Yeah, that's kind of it. But kind of lame, though. Because that video...
Yeah, the video was, like... Kind of, I'm not saying it's a bad video. Like, I think... Like, the idea of, like, saying, oh, TF2 is broken, nobody really cares, or at least the people that should care don't care, is like a good thing to point out. But at the same time, I don't think something like this can't... Like, I'm not saying it's a problem with the video, but like, it's just me running out of hope. Like, I want this to work.
That video was just really...
I don't think the video was bad though, but it was more of like, oh, since Scream Fortress 2025 is such a shit show, maybe I should get a smaller video out, similar to the Unmeet Free-to-Plays one, where, it just says wide's shit. Like, wide's bad, temporarily, and, like, This seems, for lack of a better word, it seems like a cry for help.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like the one with a voice, that's true.
I mean, he has a voice, but his
we have like
reputation...
Richter Overtime though. Isn't he? Like...
Yeah, but Richter Overtime is like not really a TF2 guy. He's more of a source generalist guy like a me.
Because the video was 20 minutes, but it felt a lot shorter.
Well, the video was 20 minutes, but then again, we were kind of reacting to it on the fly, so...
I guess I'll just comment #BigRackPickplay, and so we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I mean...
if there's anyone in the stream, though, you could feel free to ask questions about Bring Back Quick Play and stuff. I will try and answer them. Because I am the Bring Back Quick Play guy, along with the other people here. Or at least, I think I was the most... I'm the one that's, like...
Can I like blame how we pinged everyone and only like 6 people joined, but...
I mean, we had 7 initially, but the stream was broken, so...
Yeah.
Kind of sucks. Man. We should have been a little more prepared, but it's okay.
Like,
we roll with it.
With the amount of people we have here, it's just kind of like...
I mean, I think 6 people is pretty alright. I mean, it doesn't look good, but then again, it's a Monday in the middle of a work week. I don't think everyone's going to be able to show up.
I mean,
even military state, even Daniel couldn't get here in time.
Okay, but like there are actually people online, you know. So like, what
I mean, yeah, I see the general chat.
Yeah, I see general chat. Are playing games though, so.
I mean, yeah, that's fine. I'm not too upset that we don't really have. What can I do to help? You could try. The way I would say is just spread the word about casual mode being fucking terrible, and if it makes sense to, try to say, oh, if you care about the game, if you care about these issues, there's a small little community that people can go to like discuss about it, which is of course the Bring Back Quick Play server. I'll put a permanent server invite that you could use in the stream chat for you. Hold on. Never generate new link. Copy. Paste. Okay. There. You can use that link if you feel like it. You can spread it around if you really want to. We kind of already sent an open letter to Valve. There's not really much we can do except wait and try and get more people to talk about the problem, so then people can justifiably so they can like justifiably spread the word and get Valve to pay attention more, because we know they can make changes. The map vote change wasn't that great, but it did do something. It did show something very important in that Valve can do something if they really want to. So that gives me a glimmer of hope that Valve can do something, and I think people need to adopt that mindset of it could happen. We just gotta scream loud enough, and I think spreading the word about Quick Play and directing people to this server to like talk about Quick Play is probably the best thing you could do. Because like most people, there's not like there's
I'm sure he didn't like mention us because the letter didn't do anything. So
I mean, yeah, but then again, I don't I'm not trying to defend Valve because it is kind of they don't deserve it, but I doubt one part-time person could restore Quick Play or to do the thing we want exactly how it is within 2 months, because it's been like roughly a little over the same time underneath free-to-plays. Mega Scatterbomb said it would take like about 6 months to implement the changes we want, which I think is kind of reasonable. Because when you answer console commands, it is the way there. But you also have to decouple the matchmaker, you have to decouple the game coordinator with the Glyco system and slot reservation. Which slot reservation should have been removed a long time ago, because not even Counter-Strike has it. Not even Counter-Strike has slot reservation. Yet TF2 does, apparently. And it's useless in casual mode. In competitive mode, where it would actually matter, yeah, sure, definitely. in casual mode, yeah. I mean, in like competitive mode for TF2, I mean, no one plays it, but in a competitive mode, sure, slot reservation does make sense. But in a casual mode, why do we need it? Counter-Strike doesn't have it. Why do we need it? Like, I find it really funny how Valve themselves have clearly stated that they use Counter-Strike as their model for their like system, and yet Counter-Strike has team switching. Yeah, I'm pretty sure CS2 Casual doesn't have Glyco either. At least I'm pretty sure it doesn't. It doesn't feel like it. And if it did, it wouldn't even matter. It would do nothing, because the funny thing is that you have team switching in Counter-Strike, so it would literally not matter, because what would happen is just that people would just select their teams people just select their teams, and then the matchmaker would like ignore all the things that Glyco would do. So it's like really pointless. And hell, Counter-Strike has a working auto balance. It actually does. I mean, sure, it's a little slow, but that's kind of because Counter-Strike goes off of rounds per round, and so of course it would take a little longer to like scramble the teams, but not by much, or like to auto balance teams. Yeah, exactly. It has auto balance never worked in casual mode because slot reservation cucks it. Exactly, Cool SS. It doesn't. It never worked in the first place because slot reservation cucks it. So, but with a game like Counter-Strike, you could tell it works perfectly because there's no slot reservation. It just auto balances as soon as like a round ends. So then it just auto balances when the round ends. So then the teams become even after. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is the job with the CS2 casual matchmaker. It just gets people into the game. With TF2, it's trying to actually do skill, and that's kind of funny, because casual mode implies that it's I think TF2. Yeah, a lot of people did quit TF2 because of Meet Your Match. The fact that TF2 after MYM is casual mode was more restricted than CS is the craziest part to me. Yeah, I find that really funny too. Hell, you can even vote to change the map while playing in Counter-Strike. I mean, no one really does it unless if there's like a new map, because it's like not really like super important. But hey, you can at least do it in Counter-Strike. I mean, I've only ever really seen people do it if like the map is like fucking Vertigo, or not Vertigo. If the map is like fucking Mirage and you played it for like 14 times straight, then sure. But and hell, the map vote change was also the exact same variable that Counter-Strike uses, because Counter-Strike has map voting the exact same way TF2 does. The only difference is that now it's the same, because now it's the exact same amount of time it lasts. It's kind of, in a way, it's kind of more funnier than Counter-Strike. I mean, I think it's about the same, honestly. The only difference is that it's 12v12. I mean, I guess CSGO, you have the option to call for timeouts. The only bad thing with CS matchmaking in casual mode is that there's not really team scrambles, and I think the pre-round timer is pretty long. But that's like my only really massive issues with it. I mean, I guess I would make it first to 10 instead of 8, but that's just because I don't like the number 8 in terms of like the way it looks, but that's just me. It doesn't really matter that much. I think the reason why... Yeah, I don't think TF2 source mods had these issues at all. I've only really ever played Team Fortress Classic, and I thought it was pretty okay. Have you played it, Michael?
No.
Oh, okay. I think, I actually have a theory. It's like a very stupid one, but it's sad. Yeah, like you said, CS devs did work on Meet Your Match. But my theory is that whenever they make these holiday-sized updates, they do it in like the 4 people in the Counter-Strike team come over to TF2 for like a day or two. They make these holiday updates and just leave it like that. Because I kind of have noticed that TF2 updates at the same time and Counter-Strike updates have like their same like. I guess in a way, they kind of have like the same release schedule. Like whenever Scream Fortress came out, on like October 9th, CS didn't get many updates, like at all. Like the time where they were making Stream Fortress, there's like a massive gap. Usually CS updates usually happen like once a week. I mean, sure, we got a pre-release, we got a massive or a decently big patch after on the 14th, but I think the CS devs and the TF devs are still largely the same, and all they do is just like dump. They just take the content from the workshop and dump it, and then. Yeah, exactly. We don't have a full team. At best, it's Eric Smith and the only ones that really touch TF2 consistently are Eric Smith and the contractor, which I think his name is Joshi. I could be wrong. At least CS has like 4 people maximum working on it. Although CS is like a whole different story. I'm not happy with how that game is treated, but I don't know. But yeah, I think the theory of I think the theory I said is probably accurate even still, that the CS team does work on TF2. They just do it out of like necessity. So, even what I hear is that
I want to mention that like the last time like Zesty made a video like about Unmute Free to Plays, he only mentioned us after the things were implemented. Like,
yeah, he did. Yeah, I think
only in the next
right,
video
actually.
he actually talked about it at all.
I mean, I'm not really super upset that we didn't get mentioned, but at the same time, it would have been a nice gesture.
The thing is that we're the only ones
on
who actually
paper,
did like we did like the most you can do.
I mean, yeah, you're basically the guy who just, at least you were the guy who just posted movement updates basically in game updates.
No, like I'm talking like we actually sent a letter. We actually did something,
Yeah, I helped write that letter. At least I helped write. I remember writing. I wrote the parts about why casual mode sucks. I remember that. I wrote like the bullet points on the letter about casual mode and how shit it was.
Yeah, she did something for the movement, like something that maybe has.
I'm not saying he was entirely pointless. He did give feedback and we did listen to it, but like.
Yeah, she just.
I don't know.
I think he actually didn't want to be there.
Yeah. It didn't seem like he actually wanted to be there. He was just forced to be there.
Yeah, he just joined and then he he didn't do much and then he left. But yeah, he joined back.
Without the server, the letter would have never existed, boys. Remember that Zesty Jesus can't take that away from us, even if he Mega Scatterbomb refuses to acknowledge how big this server is in the movement once was. I mean,
the server is big, but like I ping everyone and like only 5 people watch this stream, so
it was decently big. I mean, it's still like pretty similarly sized, just that it's less active because the movement is like pretty slow.
We have 300 people here.
We capped at like 360 or like at least 375. We still we've only lost like
5. There are only like 50 people that interact with the server daily.
I think that seems still pretty healthy to me.
Yeah.
I mean, especially like after we sent the. Yeah, at least especially since it seems healthy because it seems healthy to me because at least people are speaking and it's like we sent the letter. The bulk of the movement is basically done. I mean, you could still it's still actively going on, but we're more or less just waiting for Valve. There's not really much we could do in the meantime. Yeah. He was invited by Katami. He was never forced to join, but he treated it like a burden. Quite disappointing, but hey, we did stuff. Is my point. We actually did stuff because of the server, and it's better than doing. Yeah, true. Like I know we did some things that were wrong. How big was it? I think it was like I think if I'm not mistaken, we got rock paper shotgun.
What do you mean by that? Because I don't understand that.
I think we got rock paper shotgun to make a article about it. I think. Hold on.
Oh yeah, well, I think it was like a Russian thing, something like that.
I think rock paper shotgun was a Russian thing. I'm not sure, but we got a little bit of news coverage. I think it was about the same size as Unmute Free to Plays, which.
Yeah, that
it's
did
good,
something.
but
so like
that did something. We just can't tell if this has done anything yet. I made my own quick play video and later found the server before the old owner left. I found it as doing research. Oh, awesome! Thank you.
Quibble's video.
Yeah, well, welcome. Thank you for making the quick play video.
He's talking about.
I found you guys from Quebble's video.
It's time to bring back quick play. I think that was the video.
Yeah, I maybe I'm not. I purposely keep myself out of a lot of the discourse. I try to keep myself contained in here.
No, that was sketch. That was sketched. I think it was like another.
Oh yeah, maybe that was sketch. Maybe it's either that or sketch. I know sketch's video went pretty big. Yeah, I have no idea what Quibbles is.
Tier 2.
No one called.
Oh, this guy. Okay.
No one call Valve for basically getting modders workshop to do their job for them, and they still are too busy to do it.
I don't remember.
To be fair, no one owns anything. But the sad part, people think somehow the name Bring Back Quick Play is too hot. I kind of like, I kind of do think the name Bring Back Quick Play is a little too hot. If I were in charge of this,
okay, I know what he's talking about. I watched the video.
I think like if I did this movement from the ground up, if I were in charge from the start, kind of like how I am now after the old owner left, I probably would have not had the tag Bring Back Quick Play because it's a little too hot. Yeah, like you said, it's a little like too hot and controversial. I mean, I do agree with, oh yeah, we should bring back quick play. But at the same time, the word quick play just has a lot of negative connotation because of the things Zesty chooses
if you follow the hashtag that you like fucking a Gabber fan.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they think you're a fucking psychopath who just says slurs all the time. I think how do I say this? I don't think Zesty Jesus should have done or should have said the things he did, but I kind of feel like his name indirectly does a lot of damage to just the phrase "bring back quick play" because he says it.
I mean,
I'm not saying I hate him or anything.
If you want to avoid this stuff, you just don't do it. You have to have foresight.
You have to have foresight.
Know what not to say if you're a content creator.
Yeah, I mean, sure, you have stuff in your past, but even then, people are still going to use that. So if you because usually when you are a content creator or you want to do something related to YouTube or whatever, you'll at least not have you'll probably know in the future, hey, I should probably not say these things because I'm stupid. I'm I still think sure, he deserves to he doesn't deserve to have no say, but he also should be ridiculed of his character by saying those things is what I mean. But that doesn't mean you can't agree or disagree with things about the game he said. That doesn't mean you can't. It's about the game, not his personality. About his personality, sure, you could definitely.
Oh man. Oh yeah. So sorry, dude.
To me, I blame
I look at Reddit and there's autoplay. So.
Look at Reddit. To me, I blame who has an ego and want TF2 to die. They don't care.
I can actually mute Google Chrome. So yeah, now
that's crazy.
Going to happen. So
they don't care if this was called Bring Back Casual. I mean, or Fix Casual. I think I'm not saying it would fix it, but it would definitely give the illusion or more of because if you said Fix Casual, but then in reality you just wanted to bring stuff back from quick play to fix the biggest issues with casual.
Fix
I think a lot more people
really casual is broken beyond compare, that you cannot use it. That's why I wanted to name it Change Casual, but that's also vague.
Change Casual is too vague. Fixed Casual implies that the system is too long.
It doesn't
Yeah, Reform Casual sounds accurate, but at the same time, it doesn't roll off the tongue to me. Maybe we would do I thought about doing surveys in the Bring Back Quick Play Discord. If we hypothetically did a second movie, I'm not saying we are because we're not sure. But if we hypothetically needed to do this again, I would do a survey in the server before we made it go into read only, so we don't have to moderate or whatever. I would do a survey asking what was the problems this server thought of the movement, and then we could rectify them if we needed to.
I think we should make it like remake casual. That's a good idea.
Remake casual. Oh my god, we're hopping on the remakes and remasters trend.
Yeah, that's literally what we want for them to.
Yeah, we want them to remake casual, or at the very least remake it by either removing it and replacing it with the old system, or like just fixing it, not have the issues. I'm in the boat of hashtag bring back quick play, no compromise. I think the angle we should take that it will be an act of goodwill and olive branch from Valve to the TF2 community. I'm open to that. I think here's an idea to port TF2 to Source 2 and use quick play in Source 2. You see, I would agree with you, Daniel or Snake. I would agree with you, but I have PTSD from Counter-Strike 2. I don't trust Valve to do a Source 2 port on TF2 now. If this was before that game came out, yeah, I would agree. But
I mean, there is no possible way Valve is gonna port TF2 to Source 2 because there are
that would involve a lot of work. Yeah, unless if they removed like all the community ones and just had Valve made ones, which is like that's less ideal.
That would be good. Yeah, to be honest.
If you removed all maps that aren't. If you did a TF2 Source 2 port, as long as all of the maps that Valve made are in the game, I don't care.
Just remove Junction and.
I don't. If I'm not mistaken,
just make sure Waddle doesn't exist. Okay.
It probably won't be ever fixed. Counter-Strike 2 is not like it's definitely better than it was on release. But that doesn't mean Counter-Strike 2 is good.
Yeah.
Like, I will admit that it is better. It is better.
I mean...
But there's still nothing to do. My biggest issue with CS2 now is that
the smokes actually work.
I mean, they kind of worked at launch, but they just had shadow issues.
They don't lag as much, I think.
Yeah, I haven't noticed that they did improve performance a lot. I think August of this year, the performance has gotten a lot better.
The only problem
it's more stable.
Like the only problem with CS2 is that the VAC live system, like it keeps getting delayed, or it just doesn't like fucking. They don't use it.
Yeah. Also, I mean, initially they actually tried. I remember they tried it at launch, but then people got banned for spinning their mouse with a crazy high DPI, and they like revoked it immediately.
Implement it like at all?
They implemented it for a short time at launch, and I think they updated it slightly after, like today. But I remember the reason why they didn't use the AI anti-cheat is because people got back banned for spinning their mouse around like crazy. It was really funny, but it was also really stupid. CS, like my issues with the game feel are like kind of fixed. Like I remember. Their subtick system, like, it's definitely not ideal, but it is definitely better. It feels pretty close to CSGO to the point where, like, I don't notice I'm like a pretty casual player for Counter-Strike, but I don't really notice it anymore. Netcode has definitely got better. I think performance is definitely better than what it was. I think right now my biggest issue with Counter-Strike 2 is content. Content needs to be fixed.
Dude, like, YouTube literally allows you to fucking cheat. You can literally post videos of you cheating on YouTube.
Yeah, it's fucking terrible. Like, the fact it's taken us this long to get Cobblestone when it's been leaked for 2 years straight before the game released is fucking sad. That is just sad. We got Train a year after release. Train that we saw in the gameplay trailer that looked the exact same as CSGO took a year. I mean, sure, they remade Train, some of the changes were okay. Some of the changes were actually not bad, but you shouldn't need to remake Train. I mean, we got baggage and shoots, but that's more casual things, and sure, it's good, but 2 maps in Arms Race, really?
So apparently, VAC Live actually does work now.
VAC Live does work now?
Like no,
does it?
I'm looking at a Reddit post and like
I mean, now matches are actually getting canceled.
Like while the game
is
on.
Now CS2 bans now they ban like active cheaters, like spin botters and whatever, which ends the game and doesn't like remove rank, which I think that's it's definitely better, but it's not ideal. If they're not working at CS2, a game make like $1.7 billion I think the reason why actually they don't. I kind of heard a rumor. I'm not saying it's true, but I heard a rumor that Valve doesn't even consider Counter-Strike their own game. They consider it as like something that they don't make. The people who work on Counter-Strike do it out of like they keep it alive. They keep Counter-Strike alive, not because it would be stupid to not kill it. So they do they have people working on it, but it's not like as many as they should. Like, of course, because I noticed that with Counter-Strike 2, Year 2 has been entirely about making the game better. Yet while last year it was a mix of both, and while I think the game has definitely improved over time, I think the content right now is like terrible, because all we get now is skins and community maps, kind of like TF2. But at the very least, the game is improving. At least there's improvements happening to the game, unlike TF2. That's like the only reason why I'm not like super upset. I mean, you also got. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's funny how for the first time they removed a map from CS2 because of the quality assurance or whatever. But yeah. The content in Counter-Strike 2, TF2 has the problem of too much content. CS has the problem of too little content. Yeah, they removed a map. It's a very it's a complicated story, but the Cliff Notes version is that they removed a map called Transit because there was copyrighted material and there was a use of the N-word in one of the map entities.
And yeah, they used the fucking Doofenshmirtz building from Phineas.
Yeah, they used the fucking Doofenshmirtz building from fucking Phineas and Ferb in the skybox. Yeah, cool SS. It was actually no. We know now that it was both the N-word and the copyright. It was both the N-word and the copyright. That Valve had directly stayed the mapper, saying that I will not come back because of it. Although I think even if it was just the N-word, it would have been patched out, because there was a map in like 2015 called DE Malika or Malika, or I don't know how you say it, but there was a slur on that map for Turkish people that wasn't intentional. So Valve just removed the decals that said it, which shows that it was probably a mix of both and not like just one in particular. Because if it was just the N-word, I feel like they would have just asked the mapper to remove it. But I find it really, really funny how a mapper's entire career was ruined just because someone thought, oh, wouldn't it be funny if we said a slur on this map? Wouldn't it be really funny? Kind of sad, though, because that map was actually the most fun I've had playing Counter-Strike in a while. I really like the moving train in the middle. That was a really fun gimmick. It has genuinely inspired me to make a map. Well, I don't know about... I know with CS is that they only add maps from the mapper. It is the mapper's responsibility to do stuff like that if it's community made. But they could have just asked. But at the same time, I don't think they want to work with... honestly, it sucks that they removed it, but at the same time, I can't really blame them for doing it. I'm just salty they didn't replace it with a different map. Come on. You could have replaced it with, racist people make a good CS map. Noted. I mean, the map was really good. it has problems. I don't think it belonged in the game because there's also this Easter egg where you can get a USPS on T-Side, which shouldn't be in the game, but the map was really fun. I'll say that. I really did enjoy playing the map for the 2 days it was out. It was probably the most fun I had playing Counter-Strike since Global Offensive. I only really play Counter-Strike now just to get the weekly drop and nothing more, so I can get free cases and not open them, and I can sell them later.
Yeah, all I do with Counter-Strike cases is sell them, because they're really expensive for some reason.
I think the reason why they're expensive is because of how the supply system works in CS, because in TF2 it's just random drops, but in Counter-Strike you have to like do something
skins
deliberately.
Actually like look good sometimes.
Honestly, most of the skins in CS2 aren't terrible, and like I mean, there's some skins I don't personally like, but like with Counter-Strike skins, it's more of I've always just looked at skins like as like weapon graffiti or weapon paint jobs, and that like sure it's like the new AK they added, it looks like a fucking Valorant skin, but at the same time, it kind of looks like a paint. It still like looks like a paint job, even if the texturing is weird. So like I'm okay with letting it slide, is what I mean. All right.
Yeah, I guess.
Goodbye. Or goodbye, cool. But yeah, I've always like seen Counter-Strike weapons as like paint. Maps though are definitely more important than that. Like they added like this one map called Grail. It was a map core winner. I thought it was like pretty bad gameplay wise, but also didn't really look that great.
Well, I don't think I know that map.
You could probably just search it up and you can pull it up. But Grail is like, Grail is it's like a mini golf park map, and I didn't really think it fit in the game because it was like too colorful. It was like an Overwatch map, for lack of a better word. Like CS maps are like definitely more like bendable compared to like TF2, because CS.
I think we
CS
have
has
like for CS2 you cannot have too many maps. You cannot do that like for TF2.
Yeah, you really can't. You can't have too many, but I still think we need more because we had maps before that we just don't have anymore.
Yeah, true.
Like I like Cobblestone. I mean, sure, it's not as good as it was before 2018, but I still like Cobblestone. I want Cobblestone. I like Cash. Cash was pretty fun. Although the CS2 version they did make that got uploaded to the workshop was kind of shitty. I find it funny how Valve is remaking Cash themselves after buying it because the performance on the mapper made was so bad. I just find that funny. Like apparently there was a prop that had like 1,000 or like 100,000 polygons, and it was like really bad. It was a fucking small ass prop. I just find that really funny how they purposely went to like make the map worse or like remake the map, and we still don't know what it is, even if we've seen it leaked over and over. Okay, yeah, I'm sorry I'm talking about CS too much. I have a hyper fixation on that shit.
No, that's okay, dude. I think we I think it's like time to like finish this.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, we could probably just end the stream.
we already like.
Yeah, we watched the video. Yeah, we watched the video. We talked a little bit about it afterwards and how what we thought, and we also
we said how Zesty is sinky and doesn't like us. Yeah.
No, I mean, kind of 50-50, I'd say, but yeah, we talked about that. And then I went on a fucking ramble about Counter-Strike maps and skins.
There's nothing to talk about anymore because the video is just like the video isn't saying anything new.
Yeah, the video isn't really saying anything new.
And it's like way too short to actually give
like
any...
outside of like quick plays, like the big or like the fixing casuals, like the biggest thing on our mind right now. Afterwards, I don't really know what we need. I think we're okay.
Yeah.
Like I guess
we need for the NVM update to be actually good,
Okay, yeah, the MVM update should be good, but outside of that and casual mode being fixed or removed, I think that's really all we need.
Like if the MVM update.
Like yeah, we need better cosmetics, but we can just
like it will be the only thing I will play for TF2 right now if it like comes out. Because I don't really have
I'll probably play a lot more if I'll probably play the game a lot more if I go back and play with if they have quick play more, I'll probably play more. I really only just boot up TF2 to compile maps and hammer at this point.
Like right now, I don't have any incentive to play TF2. I just rather play other single player games. I mean,
yeah, that's fair.
Cause I don't have anyone to play with, and kind of just yeah.
Yeah, I don't think personally though, even if like whatever happens, I will still be vocal about this game. I probably won't quit because I like TF2 too much to the point where I don't think I can quit.
If they actually added anything meaningful, maybe I would play the game. But if they're just gonna add fucking slop Scream Fortress stuff, then
I wish for an update that improves the default config for the game. Yeah, I do agree. I want that too. I do want that as well because it would be better. Personally, outside of like better cosmetics and maps and or better matchmaking or better casual mode / quick play, and outside of like the things we've spoken here, the only other thing I would want is what you said and engine updates to like make it more modern in a way, because they have stuff from like other Source games like Portal 2 and CS:GO have certain things that TF2 doesn't, and I think putting them for mappers like myself would be a massive win for me. Yeah, we also do need a full tutorial, but I think the problem is that how do we do it? Like, do we outsource it? Or like, does Valve outsource the tutorial mode? I do want that too as well. But I think I think if they're going to do that, they should outsource it. And if they are going to outsource it, we need better tools. Like, we need better workshop tools. Hammer is dog shit on its own. I would just hire the guys that make Hammer++. It's that good compared to, like, normal Hammer. It's like, there's a reason why there's 2 pluses at the end of it. It's just that much better.
Yeah, that's like,
but yeah,
like C++ though.
Yeah. But, yeah, I think if we're gonna get, update, like, after the most important things, a tutorial, and I think engine updates, like, add CSGO's lighting system, or like ENV_ light cascade, so we can make better looking maps without much of a performance hit. Or add better entity limits so you can push maps further. Maybe we can get bigger maps. Like, maybe we can get more territory control maps because entity limits are higher. Because Hydro is like the most technically advanced map in TF2 because of how much entities it needs to function. Maybe we can get more territory control maps if we get better engine limits, for example. Or we can get other maps. Like, the point is that I think workshop tools could definitely use a better increase. And if we're gonna get more war paints too, please just make war paint tools for them. I've heard horror stories.
Okay, the stream, all we know is that MVM is just make or break. If the MVM update sucks,
yeah,
it's kinda...
yeah, MVM update, make or break.
I mean, I'm still not playing the game, but like, yeah.
For the future, MVM update is definitely a make or break. I think Valve kind of realized with that second blog post, like, oh shit, we actually have to play test a lot of this. This is going to take way longer than we thought.
Yeah, they can just fucking add maps without doing anything.
I would like to, before we end the stream though, I would like to give some, at least ideas, like good looking maps I liked. I haven't played many of them, but there are some MVM maps that I do wish they were in the game. Like, I think MVM Hui Dam, that one looks pretty nice for a TF2 map, at least visual-wise. I could send the link to it if you want to upvote it, but there's Hui Dam. I also liked Enclosure. It looks like Mercenary Park, or I mean, not Hideout. I think it looks like a very Merc Park-esque map, and Merc Park is definitely like
payload map.
Yeah, I said Enclosure because it reminded me of Enclosure and Mercenary Park, but Hideout is also a good looking map that you can probably playtest if you can. But yeah, I'm just sharing maps that I think. I just shared a couple maps that I think the NBN update wouldn't be too bad if you included. I haven't played them though, but from screenshots and how they visually mesh with the game, I think they would not look too terrible. Alright, well, I think we can end the stream here. I'm gonna go get a drink. My mouth is parched as shit.
Yeah, I'm kind of like recovering from a sickness.
Yeah. Alright, I'll see.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna go
later.
to college tomorrow, probably, because like, how long can I keep this up? Because I have a doctor's note till tomorrow.
You have to go eventually. You can't just use your sick days all the time.
I mean, yeah, I can't like, I have to go eventually because like my doctor's note is only till tomorrow. So like after tomorrow, it doesn't apply anymore.
Alright.
Yeah.
So Alright, goodbye, Castle.
End the fucking transmission.